Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a bit more Boom Beach. Today is, of course, a Colonel Gearhart day after the tropical and volcano days. So let's go ahead and have a look at our Zookas. We've got 96 of them. What I am going to do, though, is boost up my gunboat energy, which I highly recommend no matter what level you are. If you take on Colonel Gearhart and want to destroy it, always better to have a lot of gunboat energy. So I'm going to boost that. And today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I am going to try and defeat Colonel Gearhart in one attack, so I'm going to boost my troop damage as well. Now, all you need to do is just follow my attack for the next couple of turns, for 3 attacks if you have them, and you definitely should be able to win. This stage is definitely fairly simple. I think I even beat this with my level 12 Zookas. So the stats right now are 489 plus 327, so what's that? Like 800 or so damage per second, just above. Times that by 96 as well, so that is a lot of power there. So let's go ahead and scout out the war factory first off. We've got pretty much the same type of rewards last week with those power rods. Very simple stage this one, just hang right, destroy all of these mines up around here, and you can find a blind spot if you've got enough shocks. Well, you create the blind spot by shocking, right? So how blind can it be? But what we do is we drop pretty much a shock over here where this boom mine is. So that'll stop these laser beams, which can really hurt us. And that'll stop the shock blaster as well as 2 of these mortars. Then we'll drop a shock on this rocket launcher, which will stop the next rocket launcher as well as the 2 mortars. And then if we place a very nicely placed shock, you'll be able to go ahead and hopefully stop all 4 of these laser beams. That is the hope, but probably better to aim a little bit further to the right than it is to the left, because, I mean, this laser beam won't even reach. This one will, though, a couple of our Zookas, but nothing too much to worry about. So I'd really recommend actually taking on the headquarters today. It has 140 plus 352,000 health, so, I mean, that's a little bit more than a tough Dr. Terra. Not too much to worry about. I mean, you can use warriors, and I know a lot of people want me to probably use warriors, but warriors, you need a very high level at that, so not everyone has them. So here we go, just drop our critters. Mine are maxed out, so you can drop a barrage. I just try to use critters because it's a little bit more efficient. You save up 2 gunboat energy. Now this is something a little bit weird what I do. I actually go ahead and shock the rocket launchers up over here, and then we drop all of our Zookas, because these rocket launchers can get mighty annoying. They can reach pretty much all of our Zookas as soon as we drop them, so I do not like the sound of that. Next up, we just smoke our path. Should be fairly simple. You guys should be able to figure that out, how to smoke the path, and then we go ahead and smoke and flare all the way to the edge of the map here. Ooh, unfortunately that was a little bit slow, so we did suffer some casualties. We should be okay. Get ready with a flare, so we might not be able to destroy this in one attack. Flare onto the headquarters, get ready with all them shocks like I said. Ooh, laser beams are attacking us, rocket launchers getting us. Oh, this is not good at all. Alright, looks like I'll be having to wait a little bit longer than what I wanted, but there's pretty much half the health gone. That was a little slow. I'm surprised I didn't get that rocket launcher. I'll have to look back at my attack there, though. Alright, let's go ahead and cook up all of our Zookas again and give this another shot. Alright, so let's go for round 2, and I've got a good feeling about this because after all, we learnt about the first attack. We've got 289,000 health on the headquarters, so let's go give this a shot. We'll be doing pretty much the exact same thing, although we won't be having to go ahead and destroy any mines this time. So what we're going to do is firstly drop off a shock right over here, and then drop all of our Zookas on the very right hand side of the map. Okay, probably could have done that a little bit better because there is a little bit of space there, but that's alright. Not the end of the world. Alright, so we flare onto the edge of the map. Hopefully too many of them won't die because that hasn't been the best flaring, to be honest. That's alright though. And we'll go ahead and flare all the way over to the edge of the map where we can create a bit of a blind spot. And it seems like we are all good. We haven't really lost all that many guys, maybe 8 or so. Go ahead and get ready with a flare. flare the headquarters, and it's always better to shock earlier than later. You can actually shock once here and you get all these laser beams, which is a great big help. And look at that, pretty much 3 or so seconds, and you're able to destroy half the headquarters health. So this is what I meant by being able to destroy the headquarters in one attack. It actually would not be all that difficult at all. Unfortunately, I did goof up the first attack. I didn't shock early enough. That's my problem. Because typically in Dr. Terra, it's probably even better to actually shock a little bit later usually. But over here in Gearheart, it's very, very important to shock early. So that's something that I'd note. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode of Taking on Gearheart on the 28th of November. Very simple stuff today. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow on the Tropical Island.